Good morning. What up, YouTube? Liberty lovers. Thanks for clicking on this channel or this video. I want to say thank you to the 9 subscribers I have. That might be kind of a funny joke for some people and they might laugh at that, but hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Even the guys that have millions of followers started out with 1, right? I mean, I'm happy. I think that's cool. I got 9 people that want to tune in and see what I'm doing throughout the day and watch these vlogs, so I think that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, today's gonna be crazy. We're starting a new logging job. I got my suspenders on. I'm freaking ready to roll. Got the cut-off jeans. Real logger. Anyway, I found this pamphlet last time I went to court, and I wanted to do a video on it. And it's about extreme risk protection orders, which I talked about on my channel here. I've done a video about it. And how Washington State is one of about, a handful, like 4 or 5 that have such extreme laws. I mean, they're not kidding when they say extreme risk protection order. It's about the only thing that's truthful out of the statement is the extreme part. It is extreme. And I'm going to show you why. So here's the pamphlets that they're handing out at the courthouse. And, pretty much every government building, every schools, treatment centers, just anything that has to do with the state, really. They got these pamphlets that they have for you to take and read about, and they're all about extreme risk protection orders. So now that you see that I have it in my hand, this is what I'm going to be reading out of, okay? So we're going to go over it, and I'm going to expose this bullshit. Okay, so you open it up, and it says, how to apply for an extreme risk protection order. Step 1, petition the court. Step 2, file the petition. Step 3, appear for temporary hearing. That's the hearing that you and the judge sit down and you basically lie your ass off or tell the truth. I mean, I'm not saying that all of these are gonna be tyrannical cases, but it's the potential of abuse is what I'm trying to shine a light on here. That this law should have never been passed. You can't regulate firearms like you do a domestic violence situation, because judges, out of fear of being wrong, are going to side with the person that's there, telling them these things, and out of fear of, well, I don't think there's enough evidence here, ma'am or sir, we're not going to file this order on this person. That person actually does go and commit a crime. It doesn't look very good. So just out of fear, judges are pretty much 99% of the time going to say yes to a no-contact order and yes to one of these Erpo orders. So here you go. This is the biggest thing that I thought just jumped out at me was on the back here. Who is it filed against? Well, let's just go up here. What can extreme risk protection order do? An extreme risk protection order, Erpo order, directs a person to surrender their firearms. It would be illegal to purchase or have control of firearms, basically felony status. It restrains the person from obtaining a concealed pistol license and orders them to surrender a license if they already have one. I've got one. Do you have one? Do you know someone that has one? Yeah, well, that ain't gonna protect your ass. You're gonna have to turn it in. Which those are unconstitutional to begin with, but that's another topic. A person who poses, who is it filed against? Poses a significant danger of causing personal injury or to self or others in the near future by having firearms. Factors that demonstrate such a risk can include violent behavior, threats of self-harm, dangerous or mental health crisis, and abuse of drugs or alcohol. That's where I stopped and did a what? Okay, I agree with everything there. Violent behavior, dangerous mental health crisis. They might have a psychiatrist they see that can back up the fact that, yeah, they're talking crazy talk, But that right there, the last part, abuse of drugs or alcohol. How many Americans do you know take some kind of a substance, whether it's prescribed or not? Abuse doesn't mean illegal. I mean, he takes a little bit too many of his benzos, he overdoes it. I mean, where are you going with this? And as far as mental health, where are you going with that? Where do we draw the line and say, okay, this guy's just got an anxiety problem. He gets stressed out when he's behind the wheel of a car because he got in an accident. You kidding me? That's grounds to take a firearm? I mean, there's such a broad... They're painting firearm owners with such a broad brush. It's like you find the most littlest little thing that you can just pick apart and, have their firearms taken because you don't like them or you're vindictive. Here's a situation that could totally happen under this type of law. Check this one out. Let's just say, for instance, for the feminists here, you got a woman, she's in an abusive situation. She's getting her ass kicked every other night by this guy. She decides to leave, get a divorce. They're going through that. They're going through a custody battle. CPS is involved. Let's say the man catches wind of this Erpo order and he files a petition to the court. There's nothing online or anywhere that says that if you don't tell the truth and you're found out to have lied, here's the list of punishments you're going to get. Jail time, fine. There's nothing like that. The potential to lie is there, and there's nothing, no safety net to safeguard the person who might just have a vindictive family member in there trying to, get his shit taken from him. So check this out. This kind of bullshit is making it totally plausible for a man to get in there before the woman, or vice versa, lie their ass off. I mean, could you imagine? Listen to a story like this. The kids are claiming that she's waving the gun around at nighttime. She's talking about hurting herself or hurting CPS if they come to the door, or the police. She's going to open fire on them. I mean, the kids are telling me this, Your Honor. I am fearing for my children's safety, Your Honor. You can see where it goes from there. You can see where it goes from there. Next thing you know, she's got the police at her door. They're taking her concealed pistol license. They're taking her firearm. And months down the road, she's disarmed and gets into a confrontation with him. Nobody's around, and he ends up beating her to death. Might not have gone down that way if she had her firearm, but it was taken because of a vindictive asshole. And it's totally legit. You can go in, you can lie your ass off, and you can have someone's firearms taken from them with no due process. Just Constitution just gets shit on, just pissed all over. It's like, what good is the Constitution if people aren't willing to defend it? It's a fucking piece of paper. So yeah, our God-given rights of self-defense and freedom from unreasonable searches and seizures and all that shit's going bye-bye. And it's really sad to see that we live in a full-fledged democracy, demonocracy, where your rights literally come and go like the weather. There is no more constitutional republic, and that's what's sad. We need one again. We need to have certain things just be off the table. You can't touch these rights. Yeah, so I'm considering moving states. I don't want to be in this state anymore. This is insane. I'm pretty much stressed out all the time thinking about that. I got beef with a couple of people. I mean, what's to stop them from saying, oh yeah, I lived with him for about 6 months, and I can attest that he's nuts. That's all it takes. You can literally apply for one of these risk orders if you're a family member, like a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle. Not aunts and uncles. Immediate family members like grandparents, but not just that. Step parents too. Girlfriend, boyfriend, a legal guardian relationship, and what else? Oh yeah, if someone's lived with you for a year or more, how many people do you know that have been a roommate that could easily say, yeah, I lived with him for over a year, and here's A, B, and C, and D why this guy should have his guns taken? And that first court appearance, you're not there. It's just them and the judge, and they decide whether they're going to send men with guns to your home to remove your firearms from you. Then the next court case where your guns have already been removed and you've been placed in a 72-hour non-voluntary psych evaluation, then you have the chance to face your fucking accuser and go before the judge and say, this is bullshit, but by that time it's already too fucking late and your shit's already been seized. And that's what's going on with this new law. It's fucking bullshit.